Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it, bye.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
All right, cool. Z-Trip, what up, man?
What up, man?
The legendary Z-Trip is here.
Yes, sir.
Sneak in here, man.
What's up? I just snuck in the back, man. You know?
Yo,
good to see you.
It's one of the most innovative DJs to ever exist. You know, this guy has created his own unique style. From many people have bit his style ever since, but he's still here. What you got going on right now, man?
I just got done rocking Roseland with LL Cool J.
Did you for the Kings on the Mic tour?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
What? Yeah. So I'm tired.
You tired?
I'm tired. I'm a little wiped out.
What is that like? Like
it's ill, man. You know, it's Public Enemy, Ice Cube, De La, and me and LL. And Chuck Chill Out opens it up. It's ill, man. I'm out with the legends, you know, these guys I grew up listening to.
Are you hearing their stories or they're telling
Dude,
stories?
that's all day. I got more stories in the last 2 weeks than I know what to do with. I'm going to write a book.
You should write a book. And then personally, what are you doing? Any projects you working on?
I got a Bob Marley remix that's coming out on the 25th. So what, you know, that's happening.
He said he had a Bob Marley remix. He spent it on this.
Again.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, it's crazy. Jason Bentley, he reached out to me. He was putting the whole thing together, and he had a whole bunch of people doing remixes. And he was like, "Hey, man, do you want to do a Bob Marley remix?" I'm like, "Yes, I'm with it." And he's like, "Which one do you want to do?" I'm like, "I picked Punky Reggae Party." He's like, "It just so happens we got Lee Scratch Perry is going to be in town." Wow. So he's like, "You want to get in the studio with him?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, of course." So yeah, just came in and me and Lee Scratch Perry banged out a remix.
You gotta, when you talk to the audience, you got to tell them who that is, though.
Yeah. Well, for the people who don't know, Lee Scratch Perry is the guy who originally produced Punky Reggae Party with Bob Marley. And dude's 77 years old. He's a legend and dub. And yeah, go Google him. Take that 2 seconds and go Google Lee Scratch Perry right now.
Z-Trip, are you about to do something for us?
I don't know. I mean, I came in to talk, but I mean, they just directed me to the turntable, so it's like my office space. I guess I got to do a little something.
You cannot come on this show and not do something, man.
Yeah, all right. I guess so.
This is DJ Z-Trip, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Check this out.
A little something.
Yo! Damn! Asher Roth is like, how's your voice on record right there? You know what I mean? That's an old song that King Tech and I made called Baddest Motherfucker on 2 Turntables.
Yeah, man. I got all them joints.
How do you get that? I don't even have that a cappella.
Because, man, you know, I study this shit. I study it, man. I pay attention to it. I mean, here, hold on, let me play a little background music. Hold on. There we go. What you know about that?
Yo, wow,
I'll go
through my whole discography right here, man.
Wow.
Damn. What was that one called? Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes. Man, well,
Bust your rhymes, Sway.
Listen, man.
Heather, stop playing. Stop playing. But Z-Trip knows our history. We all go back for a long time. We've always respected DJ Revolution, King Tech.
Yeah, man.
Myself, we've always respected your journey and what you brought to the game. But you pulling up these old records, man, I might have to, man, throw that shit on me.
Get it.
I'm joking. Pull it back. I don't remember them rhymes.
I thought I was about to witness history.
You know, you are a DJ's DJ, and we often sit up here. I mean, we're purists, so sometimes we have to withhold our true thoughts on things we discuss here musically. You know, we don't want to be considered haters or whatever people. When you got an opinion and you know the truth behind craft, sometimes if you express it too much, people tend to, you know, they alienate themselves from you. You know what I mean? True. But how do you feel about the DJ scene right now? And, you know, and I always want to ask a guy like you use Serato now, but how do you feel about like a lot of the celebrity DJs that come in the game? And
you know, I mean, it's double-edged sword because on one hand, you know, as a DJ, you want to push the craft. You want people to get exposed to it. You want people to get into it. You know what I mean? You want to turn new people onto it. So the way I look at it, some of these people, man, that just got a computer and got a library of music, they're just coming to it early. They're coming to it. They're in their infant stages. So I can't really hate on them if they're just learning to walk. Yeah. In 5 years, if they're still walking the same way, I'll go in. But you know what I mean? Like, you got to give them a little slack. But at the same time, you know, I also I promote the craft of this. I study it. You know what I mean? I came up rocking records. I rock Serato now. It's cool, but I do this and I covet it so much that I'm not really trying to see like laymen take it and just mess it up. Because all these guys, like the thing that I will say this, the thing I hate the most is going to shows and watching these dudes. I go to watch and listen. Yeah. But when you go to listen, you watch these guys. There's some guys who just hit a couple buttons and stand up there with their hands in the air
and jump around.
And that shit kills me, man. Because I mean, really, if you're a DJ and your hands are in the air, that's the crowd's job, man. Your hands need to be on the fucking equipment. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So when I sit and watch these guys and they're just up there smoking cigarettes with their hands in the air, I'm just like, really, ain't nobody doing shit, right?
Yeah, right.
So I hate on that a little bit, but at the same time, I'm just hoping, man, in the next 5 years, people start to learn how to walk instead of crawl with this,
Who are some of the DJs that are of recent years that you do admire that have come into the fold?
Well, I mean, these guys aren't recent, but they're the ones that to me are still sort of like A-Track, for instance, is making a lot of noise. He's an amazing DJ,
Yeah,
technically.
give him a round of applause, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's amazing. He produces incredible. Someone like that it's like it's. I saw these guys when no one might have known who they are, but now he's coming into his own incredibly. So I like to see that because he's a dude who's out there pushing the envelope with all kinds of music, but he's a dude who came up doing it the right way. So I champion that dude because he's like the youngest of us. You know what I mean? He's like the caboose on our whole turntable.
So the EDM DJs that are making millions a year, Tiesto or Swedish House Mafia or the Steve Aokis of the game, how do you feel about those DJs?
It's tough because I can't hate on them for doing what they're doing. They're making their money and they're playing to these people who are actually into it. You know what I mean? And if the people don't give a shit, then I can't really front on them for I'm not trying to be up there, showing the craft if you guys just really want to do drugs and dance around to music and see flashy lights and shit. So if that's what it is, then go in on it. Fuck it. If the highlight of your show is getting on a raft and fucking, white raver rafting or whatever they call it, that's cool. Do that shit. Do it. I'm not going to hate on it.
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah. That's really, yeah. Google that shit. Google Lee Scratch Perry, then Google that shit.
White
raver rafting.
White
That's
rafting.
hysterical.
That's a new dictionary terminology.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I might be guilty, but I've been to a show and saw that, and I kind of had a good time though.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It promotes a really good time, but I think Z-Trip's really nailing it. It's tough because it's getting less about the craft and less about the art and less about the music and more about the drugs and the fun, which is cool. There's a time and a place for it, but it's just you don't want to see the talent and the appreciation that we have for the art and the music and everything to dwindle. You don't want that to become the least important part. That's damn.
I think, you know what it is? I think we're in the disco age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what it is. People just go to the club, they want to dance around, they want it to be fast. Everyone's on fucking Coke and Red Bull and shit. They're going fast. Everyone wants to go fast.
That's true.
There's going to be a backlash to this. There's going to be another Chronic album or some shit that's going to come out. Maybe that's what Dre's waiting for. He's yo, I just wait for the curve and I'm going to drop an album on him. Everyone's going to get high again and slow down. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Wow, this is great, man. Shit. Z-Trip is here. Usher Roth is hanging out as well.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.